Hello, my name is Matthew Torkelson, and for my fourth field study, I attended Marble Collegiate Church on the 30th Sunday of Ordinary Time, October 27th, 2019. First off, I'd like to apologize for the poor audio quality. I don't know what happened there. But anyway, let's get right into it. So despite walking into the church through what I think was the wrong door, just given that every single person was staring at me and that I couldn't enter any of the pews because there were doors on them, I had a very smooth and good experience at Marble Collegiate. This church is unique in a number of ways. Number one, their pews have doors on the insides of them. Number two, it's actually double-decker, and the choir sings behind us. And number three, it's actually put on a live stream, and you can see a camera in front that's fixed, just rotating around everywhere, capturing different angles, which is very unique. I thought the music was put together very nicely. The instruments I noticed were a piano, clearly a choir behind us. There was a large pipe organ behind the pews, and there was another indistinguishable instrument, but sounded like in the piano organ family, probably percussion of some type. So the fact that the choir was positioned one level higher than all of the pews and behind the pews, yet projecting towards the front, filled the entire church up with vocals, which made it seem very communal. And whereas in other churches where you might stand out if you're singing, in this church you stood out if you were not singing. It seemed like nearly every single person was participating. And not only did people participate, but they participated very loudly and confidently, and clearly many of them could read music, which I thought was awesome. The congregation of Marble Collegiate was very diverse. Perhaps not as much as St. Ignatius Loyola, but it still felt very communal. The only demographic I didn't really see was any young children. That's probably because they were inside the child care facility that they offered. My favorite musical piece was the piece called For Everyone Born, because it started out like a Billy Joel song on piano, but then it turned into his song sung by everyone in the entire church, and it was easy to follow, and thought it sounded very nicely too. If I were to describe this church briefly, I would describe it as a very modern interpretation of the traditional Catholic Church. And I would describe it that way because, number one, it was recorded on video and live streamed, which is very modern. But number two, the song selection was not traditional. It was very modern in the sense that there was no Gregorian chant, everything was polyphonic, and there were multiple different instruments used. And that sums up my fourth field study at Marble Collegiate Church. Thank you very much for watching and listening.